Hi everyone, this is Amanda from SOooooo Tarot, and I'm back again with another pick a card reading. I'm actually really excited to do this reading today. As you can see, I pulled some just initial indicator cards, and I'm really excited to get these messages to you. I think some really good stuff has come out in the cards, and yeah, so I'm excited to start. But before I do, I just wanted to let you know what cards we're working with today and the question, of course. So the question is, and this was actually a question that a friend of mine has kind of requested. So it was something that I was sort of on the back burner of my mind, something around helping people get unstuck. So I really love this question, and I really wanted to go ahead and make a video on it. So yeah, the question is, what is my issue? Why am I stuck? And of course, we're gonna look heavily at advice. So in order to indicate what your specific issue is, because I want to try to get as specific as possible with this reading today. So I'm using these black and gold tarot Rider-Waite for the specific issue. Let me know what is actually going on in your life. And then we're going to use Return of Spirit deck by Cheryl Lee Harnish. We're going to use Sacred Earth Oracle deck, and we're going to use the Atlanta Fairchild Sacred Rebel Oracle deck to look at advice for each pile. So we have 5 piles. This is pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, pile 4, and pile 5. Lots of piles today, lots of messages. I was guided to do 5 piles. Usually it's like 3 or 4. So this is going to be fun. It's going to be in depth, hopefully detailed. I'm going to try and get as much specific information as I possibly can for you all. And yeah, so take your time. I'm going to light some Palo Santo and think about your deck or your pile that you'd like to choose. Quite possibly, I suppose, more than one deck pile would be possibly for you. So yep. All right, guys, we're gonna get into it. I'll see you. Bye. Hi, lovely pile 1. Let's just jump right into your cards. All right, we've got we have the, is it? Yep, 7 of Pentacles reversed. So right away, that's telling me there's a lack of energy, a lack of this concept around hard work. You might be feeling like it really looks like you're feeling stuck around practical matters involving energy levels and commitment levels, and working hard at something. With this commitment card here too, that really is letting me know that this is something that is bothering you with regards to hard work, commitment. So I went ahead and tried to dig a little bit deeper, and I pulled the Emperor card. So it really is telling me that there is this limited energy feeling, or this lack of energy, or this lack of commitment is being perpetuated by this Emperor, which is an authority figure of some sort. And now you can read this card as like, your own inner authority figure, your own inner masculine energy, I suppose, or it doesn't have to necessarily show up, as a man, but masculine energy, because this Emperor can be in his negative, in his shadow. He can be controlling, dominating. He can be very, I don't know if I want want to say critical, but yeah, kind of critical maybe, or just very hard to get along with. It's my way or the highway. So I'm feeling like somebody in your life, possibly a family member, possibly a boss, but I was really feeling family member, is creating this situation where you don't feel like you have enough energy or commitment towards yourself or what you want to achieve in your life, your goals. And I dug a little bit deeper as to why this was, and I got the 6 of Cups, which is childhood innocence. Your inner child. A lot of times this card can indicate inner child. Just reconnecting with the past, with a younger version of yourself, with the innocence, with the purity, with good feelings, you know. So I feel like in order for you to move forward and you know, get back this commitment energy, this hard work energy, this Emperor is energy is keeping you from connecting with your joy, your true essence, your you know, our younger selves were often much more connected to what we loved and just the joy of being alive than we are now, with a lot of rules and regulations and all the pressure that comes with being an adult. So yeah, I pulled a bunch of cards here to talk about advice and possibly ways to move through this energy that you're feeling right now. We have new birth, guarded vigilantly, and we have what is already with you. So wow, that's if that doesn't say it all right there. I mean, I don't even have to be a psychic to read those cards. This is, you need to really protect your heart here. You need to protect these little sprouting seeds of joy, of inspiration, of things that things that you know that you want to achieve and succeed towards in life. Do not let this this person in your life know about this stuff. Keep it close to your chest. Hide it. I don't care. You know, this person is not aiding you right now. This energy is not aiding you. You need to keep these things safely tucked away, close to your heart. The things that you love, cultivate them in, you know, behind closed doors. Do your drawing, do your, you know, your reading. Keep anything that interests you, like books or whatever. Like, just keep it out of sight. And you know, anything you're sort of wanting to explore, I want you to just keep it to yourself. You know, talk to only safe people. Find some safe people to talk to, but this authority figure is not safe. So stay away from that. And this space card also tells me you need to keep healthy space space from these energies that are going to try to control, going to try to dominate, going to try to, you know, suck the life and the joy out of your, you know, budding happiness. And, you know, these things are delicate when they're in their baby stages, when, you know, if you just have a new exciting desire to start maybe doing photography or something, and, you say to this person, oh, I'm really, I really think I love photography, and they're going to say, oh, that's too, cameras are expensive and blah, 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 blah. They will try and talk you out of it. So don't bring it up. Keep it inside. And that's sort of bolstered by this card, what is already within you. So there's nothing for you to sort of necessarily go out and discover about yourself. It's these things are already boiling. I won't say boiling, but they're already germinating within you, right? So they were there since you were young. It's more about just allowing them to have space to grow and finding people and spaces that allow you to explore these things and really nurture them, really nurture these interests of yours and support you and tell you, that you are capable, that you are good enough, that anything that you set your mind to, you can achieve, and that, these things that you want out of life and the things that make you happy are valid and they are worth pursuing. And it's just a matter of nurturing them and taking those small steps day by day, week by week, month by month, and letting them grow, right? So this storm in your life right now, it maybe feels chaotic, is really being created by this person. I hate to tell you. I know I wanted to get specific messages, and this is what I'm getting. So, I mean, it's not necessarily easy stuff to hear sometimes, because we want to give people the benefit of a doubt, but it's not like you're gonna hurt them by just keeping certain things to yourself, right? So that's all I got for pile 1. I hope this was helpful, and please, if you liked, please comment below and subscribe and share, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye guys. Hi pile 2, welcome to your reading. Oh my goodness. Pile 2, you guys, all right. I empathize with you. Big heart to you guys. But let's get into the cards. I think we can have a little bit of advice here that will help you. So I'm getting with this Knight of Cups, which was your signifier card. I heard hung up. So to me, this is the romance card. I think most people feel that way. So there is an ex in the picture, maybe not in the picture, but we are dealing with trying to get over someone here, not having a lot of success with it. And I clarified the issue with the Ace of Cups here reversed, the King of Wands reversed, and the Six of Wands reversed, which is, it's the victory card, but it's upside down. So I'm hearing with this card, because this is my self-love card, this is what I read big time as, needing more self-love. So what I was getting here intuitively, I heard no joy left in Mudville. So you're trying to give a cup to someone, you're trying to give love to someone here, and they might not be accepting this gift. They might not see it, or they might not be able to accept it, and you're feeling it. I'm imagining pretty frustrated about it. I'm hearing, holy cow, I don't understand it. And I'm hearing not in sync. So you two are not on the same page. You're not vibing with the same energy. And this victory card reversed, I heard, you know, a little bit, maybe a little tiny bit of ego here with wanting this victory, wanting this resolution, wanting things to go your way, wanting them to want you, wanting them to want your gift of love here. It's so painful. So painful. I get it. I totally get it. So we'll move into the advice. And I was quite shocked because the first card I pulled for your advice is this card, Defend to the End, the Worthwhile. And I've never actually gotten this card before from this deck, so very interesting. Not what I expected. But it does seem that these cards are indicating if this is something that you feel strongly about, and there's someone that, you know, basically I want to say that love is always worth it, right? No matter what. So defending to the end what the worthwhile. So it's always worthwhile to send somebody love, to give somebody love, even if they're not necessarily seeing your love or receiving it. We can give love in a lot of different ways. You know, we don't have to be physically around someone. We can meditate and we can send them love. We can pray for them and we can send them love. We can envision and visualize them receiving everything that they want in life. We can ask for divine assistance, you know, and let them move through what they need to work through, and just pray for them, and you know, give them your energy in a way that's safe for them. So you can ask. What I've always been told to do is say, you know, their free will is to accept this or not accept this, but I'm sending this to their higher self. I'm sending this to their soul. And you're just sending them good energy. You're praying for them. You're loving them from afar. But this situation, or this person, and look there with the 3-3, is heaven sent. So wow, guys. I mean, like, seriously, wow. But with this moderation card, it really feels like they might not be able to take in the love. They might not. It might feel strange or foreign. A lot of people have never really experienced being loved unconditionally before. And can be really hard. It can be really hard because if they were to see it, they might have to recognize where they weren't actually really loved in the past. And that can be difficult. That can be a difficult thing to realize. And hard, and it's painful. So they might not be in a space to accept right now what you're offering, the high level, the high quality of your love. But kind of feels like they're saying don't give up just yet. And use your mediumship abilities, use your psychic abilities to hold them in a loving energy, to get psychic, you know, we can connect with people on the astral, we can connect with people in dreams, we can channel their energies, perhaps. I say that because the writing card sometimes comes up for me when I you know, you can channel through writing. So journal about it and send the highest and best to this person. Know that this isn't, even though it might not seem like it, they need this love from you, and to not give up, believe it or not. You know, amazing message for you guys, and I hope this was helpful. Sending lots of love to you. If you enjoyed this reading, please subscribe, comment below, and like, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, guys, bye. Hi, beautiful pile 3. This is your reading. Yeah, let's just jump right into it. I'm just like being blown away today by these messages. They are really something else. I'm just so excited. So many interesting messages coming through today, and I'm learning so much. So pile 3, your cards. You have the High Priestess was your signifier card. So again, my psychics, my intuitives, my empaths, you guys are awesome. Magician reversed, and clarified with these 2 cards, Magician reversed and the Strength card reversed. So guys, okay, the first thing I heard was seeing things too clearly, which is such an interesting thing. Like, I would never have thought, like, you know, I would never kind of just off the bat anyway, you know, High Priestess energy, I would never think of that as a blockage or an issue. But, you know, thinking and pulling these cards has really helped me to, you know, suss out here what's going on and seeing things too clearly. So you are actually, I'm hearing like, you're so good at seeing what's coming, right? It's actually holding you back, because you're not, you're actually kind of locked into one outcome, and the advice is, you know, the advice is already coming out in these cards. It's like being able to hold space for changing energies. Even if you are really highly psychic and intuitive and you sort of feel into things, you're gonna need to start cultivating that, like, even though I sort of feel this is, you know, a likely scenario, I can hold on to the idea that it's still in flux, like, and things might change, and energies can always be changing, and things can change at the last minute. Yeah, so this is like not manifesting, right? This is manifesting. This is not manifesting. So I feel like you're feeling disempowered from your abilities to see things, because you feel like, oh, this is just how it's going to play out, and there's nothing I can do, and you feel like not strong about it, not in your power about it, not able to affect change or you know, get the outcome or see the outcome. And it's, you know, in the world today and in our personal relationships, it's disempowering. It sucks. You know, it does. It just does. There's a lot of things going on in the world that we don't want to see. And if you're psychic, you can definitely see, you know, what's coming down the road. It might not look so great. So it's interesting that this psychic energy is coming up as your blockage, but you're really being, your advice here is to really be able, you know, to try to start, you know, putting a little bit more energy into focusing on what you do want to see, remembering that what you want wants you. So you are a magnet through your energy, through your focus. These things you actually have a lot of power to change things through your love, and your positive focus and your prayers towards any given situation. It's a pretty highly advanced technique, you know, to be able to see, but also to hold space for what you'd rather see, and be holding that frequency within you despite what's going on in the external. You know, the thing that's coming to mind right now is like those monks that sit and meditate and like they melt the snow around them. You know, they're sitting there in the middle of the snow. it's like they're so strongly focused on being warm that they're actually melting the snow. So we do have this capacity as human beings. It is within our capabilities, of course, with practice, right? So with this surface and perspective card, these two surface and perspective cards, they're asking you to remember that there's always a deeper level. There's always another perspective. And because I really feel like, I mean, this is how I feel anyway. Like, it's disappointing, right? It's disappointing to know that or see something coming that you don't want. And the idea of focusing positively or having a hopeful mindset on it, it can bring up a lot of disappointment. You're like, oh man, I shouldn't have got my hopes up because, you know, look how it turned out how I thought it was. It's, you know, it can be very disempowering if over and over and over again you hope for the best and it doesn't turn out that way, right? So that's kind of a shadow as well, is to really kind of work with that disempowerment and work on that disappointment and do it anyway. You know, do it anyway, even though you might get disappointed, because ultimately the message here ultimately is that there is always a higher reasoning and a higher perspective that something happens. So even if we can't see why something bad is happening, you know, climate change, someone getting elected that we don't like, there's always a greater reason for it, and it's calling us into a better version, a better society, a better you know, spouse, better friend. These things always have their deeper reasons. The universe is orchestrating these things, and we're never, it's, even though it might look chaotic and it might seem on the surface to be really terrible, universe knows what it's doing. Universe, spirit, they do have it. They do have a grander vision and a reason. So as hard as it might be from our limited perspectives to understand some of the things that go on, it's important to have at least a little bit of faith, right? That it's all going to work out. So we have receiving, and every journey starts with a single step. So yeah, it's saying, you know, we have to just take it one step at a time, take it one day at a time, and, you know, baby steps. And, well, you know, the love that we are giving out into the world is going to be coming back. So there's energy. What I really get for this is, like, energy is always never destroyed, right? So we have these energies of love going out into the world. If you're sending this love and prayers out into the world, it's never going to waste, and it's always going to be coming back around. It's just divine timing. So it's never in vain. Your positive focus is never in vain. It's never wasted energy. Even though in the moment it might seem like it didn't work, they're really wanting you to know that these things are making an impact. This is changing things. It's changing the frequency. Every drop of love and goodwill that we put out into the world is making a difference. So work on those disempowerment feelings. Work on that work on that feeling of not being able to manifest. You know, do a little shadow work there, do a little deep diving on those. And, you know, this is a gift. It's a gift for sure to be able to see into the future. But I can see where it can be a challenge too. And it's not all, you know, it's not all sunshine and roses when we can see certain things coming down the path, but they want you to be strong in spite of this gift and this ability. And yeah, that's what I'm saying for you guys. I hope this was helpful. Really interesting message coming through the cards. If you liked, please subscribe, please like, please comment, please share. And as always, I love you, and I'll see you again, hopefully, in the next one. All right, bye. Hi, Pile 4. Welcome to your reading. Man, I'm just so excited. These messages just keep getting better and better and better. Wow, okay. So what I'm getting for you guys with this Knight of Wands reversed and the Five of Wands reversed, right? I heard seeing through the darkness and overwhelm. I also heard hunkering down. So I clarified with this Page of Pentacles, and I heard something shiny. Something shiny. So I'm getting the message that you guys are working really hard, putting a lot of energy into something. It's feeling really overwhelming. You want to see the rewards. You want to see the light at the end of the tunnel. You want you know, something shiny. you want a reward for your hard work, you know, some kind of payoff, some kind of recognition, some kind of yeah, somebody to recognize you, someone to some outward sign that like what you're doing, what you're putting your nose to the grindstone for is worth it. Is it working? Am I, you know, it can get yeah, it can get very overwhelming, and we can lose momentum when we don't see the outcomes coming to fruition, the things that we want to see happen. You know, if there's no physical evidence to that, I've been there. It gets real hard to keep pushing. So your advice, we have assistance, starseed there, and intuition. So I'm really getting that first of all, you're getting a lot of assistance from the higher dimensions. I heard specifically galactic. So I don't know if you guys resonate with this, but you know, we have help from these higher dimensional beings that are alien races that, you know, they don't interfere. They're completely of the highest light and love, and they don't interfere with our free will, like kind of like angels, I guess. But they're here to help us. They're here to guide us if you ask for it. And a lot of us can identify as being Pleiadian, Arcturian, or some of these higher dimensional beings coming from that, or having a galactic lineage from that. So you're getting a lot of assistance for that. Also, I'm saying, you know, dual message is that that's who you are. So, wow, guys. So you came down here for a specific purpose, a specific mission to help planet Earth, to help humanity. And so the advice is to really start tapping into that inner knowing, strengthening that inner knowingness about why you're here, why you're doing what you're doing, that can help bolster this feeling of like not getting a reward. Is to start really knowing on the deepest levels why you're doing what you're doing, why you're here, what you're here to try to accomplish. Because some of these bigger missions for some people, they might not have immediate rewards. You know, a lot of people are not necessarily going to pat you on the back for some of the things you're doing, right away, or, you know, in the long term. Even it's going to have to come from a higher knowing within you that this is what you're here to do, and your rewards are going to be great, but they might not necessarily be financial in nature or immediate. But that's what your soul is calling you to do. All of these cards really bolster that, idea here. With your card here, beyond the mind, the heart beats. So again, really talking about connecting in with your heart, connecting in with your soul, connecting in with what really drives you in this lifetime. That's, based off of these inner desires, not necessarily coming from, logical, mind-based goals. You have a big, bold vision. There is a bigger vision for your life, and I think somewhere within you, you know that already. This reading is really here to sort of remind you of that. Just give you a little nudge, give you a little like, hey, remember this? Remember this side of you? Because you have a really important role here in life. It's very, very clear to me with these cards. And they're saying to trust yourself. Trust yourself. Trust what you're doing, even though it's hard, even though there's not a lot of rewards coming towards you right now. It might feel dark. It might feel like you're, in the dark tunnel and there's no light coming from the end of the tunnel. That's where intuition comes in. That's where trust comes in. That's where faith comes in. And these things, you will be tested in life. Everybody's tested in life. To cultivate faith and trust, and to learn to trust yourself. If we're never tested, we're never going to learn the levels of self-trust that we could have with ourselves. So yeah, they're again saying to be centered, centered within yourself, centered within this, this knowingness within you, this flower that you're growing, that you're cultivating. You have a lot of spiritual, this just bursting with like spiritual energy, like higher level, like, energies, beings, the starseed energy. It's very strong coming from this pile. So I hope this helps you see who you are and why you're here, and it helps to mediate some of this overwhelm and reinvigorates you, rejuvenates you, gives you a little bit of, put some gas in your tank to keep going, because wow, just wow, these cards, like when they came out, I was just floored because they were just boom, 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 trust yourself, bold vision, heartbeats, center, intuition, assistance. Wow, it's just crazy. I'm loving this pile, and I hope you can keep it up, because humanity needs you, like we really do. And if no one's telling you that they're proud of you and that you're doing a good job, I'm telling you, you're doing a freaking amazing job, and keep going. I'm really proud of you. All right, guys, I love you so much. Thanks for watching, and if you liked, please subscribe and comment below. Tell me how it resonated, and like the video, share it, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye guys. Hi Pile 5, welcome to your reading. I'm so stoked to give you guys these messages. Oh my gosh, every single pile has just blown me away with these messages. Holy crap. I'm like, I don't know, it's so cool. So many unique and cool, great, just juicy advice. I just love it. All right, so let's just jump into your cards here. King of Pentacles reversed was your signifier card that I pulled, and then I pulled some clarifiers here. Is it 9? Yep, 9 of Swords. Sorry, I'm a little dyslexic, guys. So 6 of Pentacles reversed and 4 of Swords reversed. So what I was really picking up from this King of Pentacles is that there's some self-esteem issues and some issues around feeling generous of spirit, feeling generous in general, being able to give. And so I dug into why that was, and it looks like there's a fear here about not getting reciprocated energy back, fears of being taken advantage of, not being given back, give and take, because this is, receiving and giving, not getting, equal reciprocation for energy in. And I heard this. I heard hold my coat. So I feel like some of you are just like, man, I can't even get someone to do the tiniest thing for me, hold my coat for me. Or I'm feeling like, if you give somebody something to use or borrow, they don't take care of it or something of that nature. They don't respect your stuff. They don't respect your gifts in any sense, physical or emotional or anything, or you're just feeling like no one appreciates or sees what you have to give as valuable. So yeah, it's really an issue about dealing with issues around confidence. But yeah, your advice cards here are music, confidence. I'll just show them to you real fast. Music, confidence, and we have focus on the light. Visions of life beyond death. Expectation. And context. So I don't know if you play music or are into music or want to do music. Maybe that's something something you feel like people don't value about you or want from you, something along those lines, or that music will help you. Music, getting into music or listening to music is going to help you with self-confidence in some way. So if you're feeling nudged to pick up an instrument or take those singing lessons, or even just booking a small gig or venue at a coffee shop or something, do it. they're really encouraging you to go ahead and, start sharing your gifts with the world, despite any expectations you might want or have. They're really saying the advice is to focus on the light, on the feeling of giving, and not on what you're going to get back from it necessarily. Focus on the joy of the gift giving itself, right? And what that means for you as a person. Like, it's not about the receiver at the end of the day. It really isn't. Like, it's more a statement about who you are as a person. That you have that generous, open heart, despite who you're giving to or how they receive it, or if they even appreciate it, because you're doing it from this deeper part of you that feels, it feels good to do it. So that's the light. You're spreading light. And this might be a bit of, I don't know, a morbid message for some people. I don't think so, but they're saying, keep in mind, like, when you die, like, these things that you're doing, or the giving that you do give, like you're putting out there into the world, the gifts that you are giving to people, the words, the gift, physical gifts, the whatever it may be, like, how your soul is going to be, how it's going to feel on the other side. Because ultimately, that's all we have, right? When we die, we can't take any of our things with us. We just have who we are as a person. And a lot of people who have near-death experiences say that they have a life review, and that, these beings that review their life with them, they point out, oh, look, you helped this person cross the street when you were like 22. And like, oh man, I didn't even remember that I did that. It's these little things that we do for people that actually, our soul is very much rewarded for. And you might not get anything back from it. So release these expectations. Try to focus on the lightness of your gift giving, your generosity, your open spirit, the things that you have to give to the world. You just have to keep shining this light. Eventually, it's going to be noticed. You can't not notice the sun. It's there in the sky, glowing, shining all the time. The sun is a wonderful teacher in terms of generosity, because it shows us that it shines. It shines even when the clouds are covering it. It shines even when it's raining. It's there always for us, no matter what. Shining this beautiful, warm, life-giving energy and light to our planet, no matter what. No matter what. So the message, the advice is to try to recontextualize any fears or worries or concerns about your giving, generous nature, and remember the bigger picture. Remember that you're doing it not for others, but you're doing it because that's just who you are. That's who we all are at the core. We just want to love and be loved, and to love, you give. It's the nature of love. It just pours out of you, and so we just want to love and be loved at the end of the day. We're all the same in that way. So I hope you found this message helpful, you guys. It was a really beautiful message. I feel really honored to read everyone's cards. I hope it was helpful, and please like and subscribe. It helps my channel out unbelievably if you can just leave a little comment. Tell me how you liked the reading. And hopefully I will see you in the next one. All right. Bye, guys.